contest, his set for 1 fall. Introducing first, he's from Providence, Rhode Island. He is the one, JT Dunn.
JT Dunn has a very, very long memory. This is a man who could have someone bump into them on a sidewalk 10 years ago and he'll remember it. So to come in here against John Morrison after Morrison embarrassed him years ago, you know JT Dunn wants to get the ultimate payback with a victory here at NEW Live.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We know that in all of athletics, what separates the good from the great are those who are able to back up their motivation. We've all seen The Last Dance. Michael Jordan, his history of using those little motivations to propel himself to greatness. Can JT Dunn use his anger, his hidden frustration, that buried memory to propel himself to that big win here
And
tonight?
his opponent, please welcome John Morrison.
And that night at NEW Under the Stars in 2018, for John Morrison, it was probably just another night as he's, there's that trip, and I'm trying not to get any of it on me, as John Morrison out here giving the fans a great time. But that night in 2018 clearly has been living in the mind of JT Dunn. And for John Morrison, he's out here without a care in the world. Do you think that's going to work against him here tonight?
Well, you know, JT Dunn certainly has that deep memory. I think maybe more than anyone else that we've seen long-term in Northeast Wrestling, JT Dunn is a guy who can get inside his own head. He can get too obsessed with things. So does he have that anger under control tonight? That, to me, is the biggest question of all.
That is a question that we will have answered as JT Dunn is looking to come into this one-on-one contest. And we heard him say it. I'm going to be the one to embarrass you, John Morrison, and then I'm going to leave, just like you did back in 2018.
Well, you're right, Paul. John Morrison, he is a world-traveled competitor. He may have no idea of what he's walking into as far as this grudge, this rivalry that JT Dunn holds against him.
And JT Dunn coming to the outside and maybe trying to, oh, well, he just took the glasses off that fan. It's one thing to hold a grudge, it's another to just be a jerk, which is what JT Dunn is doing here right now by taking those glasses.
But he does it so well.
Well, I guess we could say that, yes. If you're that intent on winning, go in there and compete. Don't do things like this.
Definitely an insult. And oh man, JT Dunn not playing around.
As John Morrison trying to have a little bit of fun coming out here and competing. But now, there you go. Well, the fan gets the souvenir they deserve. But JT Dunn has been in there here at, well, I'm gonna let the fans talk. But JT Dunn has been in there against a who's who over the years here at Northeast Wrestling. I mean, Flip Gordon, Dan Moff, Eric Redbeard. I mean, just to name a few. He has been in there with some big time names over the years, but the one that continues to stick in his craw for whatever reason is John Morrison in that loss 4 years ago.
And again, you know, this is something that you can go back and check out on NEW streaming service on the Highspots network. It was the way he was beaten. His own death by elbow, that elbow straight to the head, that Morrison was able to knock the man out with really his own signature strike. I think that's what's been eating at the guy's crawl this time.
And there is a drop kick to the back of the head by JT Dunn onto John Morrison. And it seems as though Morrison is a little bit off his game to start things off, because JT Dunn, I think, might just have a little more focus than Morrison.
Talk about focus, how about obsession? You're thinking about a guy in revenge for 4 years. That's a presidential term.
It is a long, long time to think about one match that happened, as he's gonna try maybe a destroyer, instead gets caught by Morrison. Rolls through after the slam.
Morrison's power, always an underappreciated aspect of his game, but quick as a cat, he's ready to fly.
Going to take to the sky, but he's able to roll through as Dunn moves. There is a clothesline. And a beautiful one at that by Morrison. Hook of the leg, a shoulder up by JT Dunn.
Man, this guy is a physical freak. He is a real-life ninja, a parkour genius.
Could take to the air, no. Instead, Dunn rolls him through. There is the elbow, but Morrison, the momentum from it sends him crashing into the barriers at ringside.
Wow, got him flush in the face. And Morrison never saw it coming, wasn't able to block it in any way, sent his whole body outside. That was not a voluntary escape. That was just pure momentum from the force of that shot.
And that was the shot he wanted. That was the shot he needed. That was death by elbow, but instead, that momentum, maybe the death by elbow was too strong even for Dunn's knowledge, as Morrison sent crashing to the floor and Dunn coming out for the chase.
Dunn wasting no time. I think you're right, Paul, because it's what he wanted, but it's only part one of what he wanted, because I think in this guy's mind, he needs to beat John Morrison tonight, and that's not going to help matters.
It is not. JT Dunn now on the defensive after Morrison out here on the floor being shocked into reality by JT Dunn and that death by elbow, as Morrison coming in looking to try to put things away and make JT Dunn maybe wait another 4 years.
Morrison trying to fight his way back to his feet. He's just swinging away.
And there is a standing back elbow by Dunn, cutting Morrison down, making the cover, and a kick out from Morrison.
Yeah, Morrison totally rattled. Seems to be very much off his game as far as speed, balance, poise. He's just struggling to survive right now, and this is only going to make matters worse. JT Dunn, he's going to try to wear him down.
Going to do everything in his power to wear him down and to at least attempt to try to make something of what this contest is for Morrison. It is just another night for JT Dunn. This is all about a sick obsession for 4 years and putting that to bed so he can have a good night's sleep for once. But Morrison with other ideas.
Let's take down Morrison. Oh, out of the frying pan into the fire.
And Morrison on the apron now, as Dunn is so lethal, especially with that elbow, as we saw just a few minutes ago. But the one thing he needs to be more lethal on is his focus. Tries the kick, does Morrison, down to a knee, lands on his feet.
Wow.
Dunn is sent backwards by the super kick from John Morrison. Dunn is out. I mean, look at that. The arsenal from John Morrison is so unique, so singularly his. But here comes Dunn with the X Factor, rolled through into it. Could this be 4 years ending? No.
Oh, the moment he was waiting for, but it was not to be, not yet. And John Morrison, the longer he goes with his career, it seems just the more flexible, the more innovative he becomes. His body is just not like that of most normal athletes.
And that front chancery now from JT Dunn as he hears the crowd rallying behind Morrison, and that's making him even more incensed, as if this guy wasn't already living in his own head. Now the fans are starting to live there too.
Morrison, his feet back under him, but he's still trapped. He's got to find a way to escape and get running and moving once again.
There's a right hand. Morrison on wobbly legs throws one of his own, as now this could be a slugfest. Morrison just has to be careful because that elbow could come out of nowhere. Into the corner, Morrison sends Dunn. Nice combination from Morrison.
He's calling his shot.
Into the corner with the leaping strike. Caught him with the boot. And could he be signaling for the end? It's the knee. And there is the standing shooting star press. But Dunn still holding on.
He makes it look so easy, does John Morrison, but he knows it's certainly not going to be easy to finally find a way to put JT Dunn down. He figured out a way to do it that moment in time 4 years ago, and even he has to be wondering, can I do it again?
He's definitely being tested. JT Dunn having his mental acumen tested by Morrison here after obsessing for the last 4 years.
JT Dunn knew what was coming there. He's been so ready, so prepared for this rematch.
With a bridge! Almost ending 4 years of turmoil with that German suplex and a bridge, but instead, Morrison says, keep on waiting.
You know, we've been saying 4 years, 4 years. Think about someone who doesn't get the gold medal, and then 4 years later, they've got that final second opportunity. As insane as it sounds, that's what JT Dunn, he's got to feel like right now. That's the way he's acting. This is his gold medal.
That's a great analogy. You think about all of those people who wait so long for a second chance, and that chance could be another split-second opportunity that either goes their way or doesn't. And Dunn
is going to beat Morrison with his own move.
Morrison beat Dunn with the death by elbow. Dunn just tried to beat Morrison at his own game, but instead, Morrison hanging on here at NEW Live.
We can see the game plan now. Paul, this is not just about defeat. This is about embarrassment, humiliation. JT Dunn, he wants to get one over on John Morrison, and he wants to feel good about doing bad.
Misses, but Morrison didn't miss. Dunn goes down. Could it be? Morrison over to the top rope.
Dunn struggling. He's up. What the hell?
On. Oh, he went low. JT Dunn went low.
How low can you go? We just found out.
Into
Good
the destroyer.
Night.
That is it. He's gonna steal it.
Oh, Morrison fights on. Can you believe that?
I cannot believe it. JT Dunn thought he was going to steal that victory with a low blow shot, but instead, Morrison gets the shoulder up and continues to live inside the head of JT Dunn.
He's tried to out-wrestle Morrison. He's tried to cheat. He's tried to humiliate him. Nothing so far has gotten the job done. What is left for JT Dunn? Those voices in this capacity crowd, those voices in his own head getting louder.
The louder they get, the worse it gets for JT Dunn. That rage keeps building and building and building. But can that elbow be the equalizer that he needs? Not opting for the elbow, now bringing Morrison into the corner.
You live by the strike. We know that he once died by the strike, but he's not willing to go down that road again. JT Dunn maybe looking to do or die here. One final home run, touchdown shot, call it what you will.
Going up to the top. Morrison fighting him off. Continuing to play defense here in the most precarious of positions. But Dunn obsessing with those strikes.
Morrison hanging on for dear life. That's a long way down.
Oh,
what?
Hey, turn around. Right to the eyes. He's gonna go up. Can he finally get it? Starship Pain. John Morrison is your winner.
Here's your winner, Johnny Drip Drip!
A little drip drip to the face is all it takes, Paul.
Morrison came in here not knowing what he was getting into. As we see here, him take to the sky and tell JT Dunn, see you in 4 years, kid. But what a victory for John Morrison.